G'day guys, Ryan here, your coffee coach. I'm here with Max from Marzocco, and we're going to look at the Linea Micra. I've been calling it Micra for a long time, and I just realized that's terribly wrong. I'm butchering the name. It's the Linea Micra. It's the little sister to the Linea Mini, but it doesn't mean that it's got any less features. In fact, it's packed full of features, and Max is going to take us through all of them right now. Thanks very much for talking with us today.
Right. So, you're exactly right about the name. We actually sat down and had a bit of a brains trust about how we wanted to bring it to the Australian market. In one column we did have Micra, and the other we did have Micra. We ended up going with the Italian pronunciation, sticking true to the heritage there. So it's been a bit of messaging there and calling it the Micra, but you're absolutely right. It's full of features. The idea behind it is that you're still going to get the same quality espresso. You're still going to get the same product out of this machine as you would the Mini, the GS3, or any of our commercial machines. This guy came out nearly 12 months ago. When the Mini came out in 2015, beautiful, high-powered functioning machine. It can make coffees as fast as you can and as many as you can. But what we sort of lose is the fact that a lot of people just want 1 or 2 flat whites in the morning before work. So that's what brought the Micra to life. It's about 30% smaller, lighter, and comes in about 19 kilos, which is a little bit more manageable than the Mini, and it heats up faster. So all of these things take the home barista in mind. It is IoT connectable, which is similar to the Mini, which means you can program it to be nice and warm by the time you get out of bed in the morning. So you can have that set for 6:30 a.m. So it's piping hot, ready to go in the morning. The way you interact with the machine, very similar to the Mini. So it is a semi-automatic machine. You have the paddle for on and off. But in terms of your steam wand and your hot water, very similar on the right and the left here. You've got your pressure gauges, which have been swapped to mirror what they actually are measuring. So your steam wand is on the right, and your espresso pressure on the left there. There's a few little aesthetic changes you may notice as well. The body actually mirrors our newest commercial machine, which is the Linea Classic S. So you'll start to see these sort of angles on the body mirroring our commercial machines. Drip tray as well, you'll see looks slightly different. The idea behind that is you're going to get a lot less retention on the bottom of your coffee cup. The actual drip tray is starting to do what it's doing, not the bottom of your cup, collecting all that dirty coffee. I think the biggest innovation that we've brought to this is actually on the portafilter handle. So what we've got here, which you'll notice is different to all of our commercial home machines, is this polymer removable portafilter spouts. So what we've done is we've removed the need for having those O-rings, very tricky little things that tend to come loose and break. So not having that at all, it's just suiting the home barista even more. Within the coffee industry, you think of all these little issues, but people who are new to coffee or just getting into it, they don't think about these sorts of things, and they come across it, and once the spouts come off, you're in a bit of trouble. But one of the biggest things I find about having this is it's super durable. It's the same material they use in aerospace engineering, surgical equipment, so it's heavy duty, it's built to last. What we've found is you're actually getting a lot less of that residual coffee on the bottom, so that flavor's not carrying through that burnt flavor. Cleaning is a big thing we try to message to our consumers and our audience, and it often does get lost a little bit. Cleaning the machine is such an important factor. This is dishwasher safe. The machine comes with a single, a double, and then with this removable function, naked option for your portafilter. So that clips in really easily. Slide it like that.
Yeah, I love it. I had a PB, and the amount of times I'd put it on the bench and then to tamp it, and it pops the little spouts off, and then you'd be mucking around with it, trying to, and the O-rings are super tight, and you're pushing it on. It makes a lot of sense to have it be one piece, and also, I guess from a density of metal, less heating up time. Correct. You're not losing energy heating up your portafilter because you've got a polymer there, which then doesn't need to soak in any energy, and you're putting that focus right onto the espresso, which is so much better.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like much, but just having that tiny little bit less steel to heat up and the smaller size of the machine, we found it heats up in between 6 to 8 minutes, so super fast. But the idea is that for someone who just wants a nice, full strength, cafe quality coffee in the morning, this machine just suits perfectly. Yeah, so still runs at the same pressure, that 9-bar extraction as all our machines, really bringing home the fact that we want cafe quality coffee readily accessible to anybody who is willing to make it.
Yeah, and it comes in different colours as well, isn't it? So what's the range of colours that it comes in standard?
Little brochure here, and it's the same as the Mini. We have black, red, blue, white, yellow, and stainless steel. So a full range of colours that come from Italy. And we do have customizable options. And if you are interested in any of those, which a lot of people are, you should come and talk to us, because personalizing these things it's really rewarding, and having a little piece of you on your kitchen bench is really cool.
Now, one of the things that is kind of like a hidden feature, it's not really a press feature, but on the Mini you can kind of do like a pressure profiling, flow profiling sort of function with the way that you can tweak it. Is there anything that's similar to this on the Micra, or is it just a straight on, straight off paddle?
So it's basically straight on, straight off at the moment. Once we bring to life the plumbing kits, so the Mini and the GS3 can be plumbed in. Soon we'll have plumb kits available for the Micra as well. Once we have that available, you are able to access some version of pressure profiling with the pressure from the main water. On the app as well, the IoT connectable app, you are actually able to control the steam power.
Wow.
So again, we've found for the home baristas, whether they're coming from a different machine, upgrading to a Micra, the steam pressure can be a little bit overwhelming, especially in those small jugs.
Yeah.
So being able to dial that back until you get comfortable texturing your milk has been a really useful feature we've found. Once you do get comfortable on the app, you can bump it up between 1.4, 6 and 8 bar of pressure. So I find that the higher the pressure, the better, but it does take a bit of practice to get there. So we've really taken that into mind when developing some of these customizable or adjustable features.
Yeah, I love that. And I love the footprint. I think it's great having that smaller footprint and sort of competing with the other small footprint machines on the market. The Mini, obviously, I was speaking to some other people around the show, and some people were saying, actually, no, they prefer the Mini because it does feel like you're walking into your cafe, which is at home.
Yeah.
And it's kind of that whole, that aesthetic of, I've got this big machine, which looks like I've walked into one of the old cafes, and I get to make my coffee at home.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people have still said they would choose the Mini over the Micra, but I think for a lot of people, and you'll be able to see in the pickup of the sales that how many people have gone, this is so much better for my space on the bench, my size of the kitchen. It's just adorable. Like, the whole thing is just super cute.
That's right.
And for a lot of, I guess, the people who want something that's a little bit more quaint, like not just this huge machine, huge grinder, EK43 sitting next to it. They want something that's small footprint. Obviously, consumption-wise, the electricity's gone up 25%. It probably is drawing less power because having to heat less often. So I think for a lot of people, this really does fit the bill.
Yeah.
What are the price points retailing for now between the Mini and the Micra?
Right.
Like, what are the price differences there?
So the Micra comes in at our most entry-level price point, and that's at $5,999, so just shy of $6,000. The Mini is $8,500, and then we jump up another level to the GS3, which is just shy of $11,000. Both the Mini and the GS3 can lend themselves to that semi-commercial sort of vibe, but the idea behind the Micra, as it's come out, is it's solely dedicated to people who just want coffee at home. Like, to touch on what you said earlier about people wanting that strong, manufacturing feel of the Mini. I was the same. I've come from coffee, so when I brought my my Mini home, I put it on the bench, and it took a week before my partner said, nah, that's not staying on the bench. So I went and built myself a little coffee setup. But absolutely right, like the smaller profile, it takes into mind people living in the city with small benches. You don't often think about it when you see it at trade shows or in showrooms with massive benches and open spaces. But when you do get into a kitchen which has limited space, the Micra just slots in perfectly. It's not too overpowering. The colors themselves can lend to any sort of design. White or black, very safe options, but you can go pretty crazy with some of the yellows and the reds.
Yeah, I think it's perfectly priced. I think just to be able to bring it down from that 8.5 so that it's a more palatable price for a lot of partners, obviously, who aren't as into coffee as you and I.
Correct.
Who go, no way are you spending that much money on a coffee machine when we only have 2 coffees a day. This really does make it more palatable. And yeah, as you can see around the corner, there's a full setup there in a kitchen, the Barbie kitchen, and I dressed up as Bald Ken and took a little photo there to entry into the competition. Now we get to make some coffee on it and taste it, which is my favorite part. So let's get started with that.
Awesome.
So good to have a coffee like this in the morning. Perfectly balanced, it's really nice. Look at that, champion.
Still got it.
Oh, Silky milk, really gorgeous. That's so easy to make. And for a lot of people, this is just the dream to have a small setup. It's super easy to get a great espresso and a great flat white or whatever milk drink you're drinking. That really is fantastic, fabulous. All right, well, there you have it. The Linea Micra, it's just changing the game of coffee, and for La Marzocco to listen to the public and understand that there is an entry level that people are wanting, that next level down, but without sacrificing really any of the functionality and that beautiful engineering that La Marzocco has been known for so many years. So the Linea Micra just, I think, fits that bill perfectly in terms of the price point, the functionality, the fact that it's going to be able to, because it's connected to IoT, it's going to have more features coming in the future, different upgrades, mods, things that might be allowing to get better functions down the track. That is fantastic. I really love it. Thank you so much, Max, for talking with us.
Appreciate it, mate.
I'm Ride, your coffee coach, and as always, enjoy your brew.